Hey guys, this is kind of a random video, but I've been thinking a lot about purchasing a house and why that isn't necessarily my goal anymore. Because for so long that has been my main goal in life, and everything I was working towards was to become a homeowner. Yeah, that just isn't the case anymore. And I want to talk about kind of why my mindset on owning a home has changed, at least for now. I also want to say before I get into it, one of the things I really don't like about the internet is clickbait, and there's a lot of people out there who say, "Oh, you should not buy a house in 2026," or "Oh, you should buy a house in 2026." I just want to warn everybody to not listen to all of the rage bait and the clickbait of people trying to scare you into doing one thing or not doing another thing, because everyone's situation is different. For some people, buying a house right now might be a really good thing, and not buying a house might be better for others. So there isn't a right or wrong, in my opinion. I know interest rates go up and go down, and there are fluctuations in the market, but blanket statements telling mass people they should or shouldn't buy a house right now is, I think, just wrong. But again, I'm going to kind of discuss why I'm not going to be buying a house right now this year. First of all, I don't have the income to comfortably afford a mortgage. I've gone to first time home buying classes and done all sorts of stuff. I've even sat down with loan officers at banks. Even though I don't make a crazy high income, I have a steady income. I think could float a mortgage barely, mainly because I could have such a large down payment. I don't make enough money, enough that I would want anyway, to be able to manage a mortgage every month without stress. And I would be house poor right now with my income, even with my really large down payment. And it's just not worth it to me to have the stress of being house poor right now, even though I technically could probably qualify for a house. The second reason I don't want to buy a house this year is because I mentioned my down payment, how I have a large down payment, and I'm really starting to see the power of compound interest working for me, growing. And if I put all that into a mortgage, compound interest would go back to being my enemy. And so I just kind of, at least for now, would rather have my money working for me in investment accounts, even just a high yield savings account, rather than sacrificing that to a mortgage. And I totally get the flip side of that coin where, having a mortgage, not only are you building equity, but that house value is also most likely going to be going up. So a mortgage as an investment, obviously, we know isn't all bad. You're building equity, the house value is going up. But for me, when it comes to compound interest and seeing my money growing the way it is right now, I'd just rather have that right now, the security of that, than all of the hidden costs that are gonna pop up with having a house. I just mentioned in my last video where I'm living, their water heater went out. We all know there's so many hidden costs in owning a home. And so yeah, that's just why I'm not buying a house. If you're in a situation where you can buy a house, that is so awesome for you. Going back to what I said in the beginning, how some people say you should or shouldn't, buying a house can still be the American dream. If you can afford it, then good for you. And if it's right for you, good for you. But yeah, I just kind of want to talk about why I'm not buying a house this year, and comment down below what you guys think. So that's just kind of my thoughts, and we will see you guys in the next video.